The Department of Labour says it has started a review to inspect about 72 Johannesburg Stock Exchange securities listed firms to ensure compliance with employment equity laws. Now, South Africa's employment equity legislation aims to remove unfair discrimination and accelerate diversity in workplaces. Well, let's cross to Sumitra Naidu right now in Johannesburg with more on this. Sumitra, welcome to the show. Now, what do you think will be the result of this review, given the fact that we've seen the Department of Labour's May employment equity report reveal that white people still occupy about 68% of top management there?
That's right, Uche. Well, the department has warned that any of the companies found guilty of non-compliance will face a fine of 1.5 million rand. It went further to say that these companies could also face a criminal prosecution. Now, some of the issues raised here are not new. Employment equity has been lagging for years. And despite efforts to correct these imbalances, even with this legislation, black economic empowerment legislation, as well as a number of incentives, there's been very little improvement. And it does seem like the department is ready to get seriously tough with these companies that are non-complying.
Now, Sumitra, workers' unions actually say that the JSE listed companies are flat out ignoring employment equity laws in the country, mainly because the penalties are just not enough. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, this does seem to be the view of many, including that of the Labour Minister. But it is also important to note that there hasn't been non-compliance across the board. There are over 400 companies listed on the JSE, and there's a fair amount of companies that are meeting the laws that are in place. However, rightly so, if you look at the stats, transformation is happening way too slowly, given the fact that the Employment Equity Act has been in place for over 2 decades. So the Labour Department seems to be taking a tougher approach. The fine is 3 times the amount at which it was in the last Amendment Act, although in previous contraventions, companies admitted non-compliance and paid in over 18 million rand in fines, which suggests a bit of a nonchalant attitude as it can afford to break the rules. But
oh, it looks like we lost Sumitra Naidu there, but many thanks to her. Sumitra Naidu joining us there in Johannesburg.